Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical here. By now, I'm sure you've heard the news and are not surprised about this shooting in Alexandria, Virginia, of the Republican whip Scalise. You know, the point of this video is to basically get this. None of this is going to be new. Obviously, I'm pissed off, and these aren't original thoughts. But let's put the blame where it falls. Where it belongs. This blame for this violence falls squarely on the shoulders of the Hollywood elitists, the New York Times, MSNBC, CNN, and all these these old leaky, nasty hags on The View, all of these liberals who talk about peace, but they literally promote violence. I mean, we've just seen recently this ugly ass so-called comedian holding up the severed head of Donald Trump in effigy. Then we've got this, whatever the stupid so-called play is, Hamilton in the Park or whatever, where they depict the assassination of our president. You know, all of these people. You got Madonna talking about blowing up the White House. You got the young little tramp that did her concert in England, where there was a violent attack from terrorists. And, you know, she was talking about the same type of thing, about how she can't stand America and blah, blah, blah. You know, all of these people that influence the masses, and all they talk about is violence against Republicans. And then they try to push this opposite thing, and we all just sit silent, all of us. I mean, this country needs to rise up collectively, the right-minded, clear-headed people, and take the country back. We are at a civil war, and the opposing team are the liberals and the Hollywood elitists and anybody that is pro-Hillary Clinton, and this asshole George Soros. All of these people, these media outlets that just are aligned against anything conservative to the point of promoting this type of violence. I've got MSNBC on right now, right behind this iPad, and I'm watching them pretend like they're saddened and they're shocked. They promoted this stuff. All they talk about is, you know, they lied to everybody, and they talk about how violent the right is and how the Tea Party were nothing but a bunch of right-wing KKK members with guns and how violent. Man, nobody's seen this type of violence coming from the right. This is always coming from the left, and they're going to turn it around, and they're going to parade Giffords out and make it an anti-gun thing, when this is not an anti-gun issue. This is an anti-insanity, an anti-stupid fucking liberal issue, because it's the liberals that are tearing our country apart from within. And this would have been an absolute massacre had good guys with guns not been there to stop the bad guy with a gun. So this is just a good pro-gun commercial as far as I'm concerned. Guns are what saved everybody's life. When you have some stupid-ass Democrat, and yes, I already know that I don't have to wait for the investigation. Anybody with half a fucking brain cell knows what the motive was for this, you know? And speaking of that, let's not forget the absolute insanity of the media. Fox News, what a bunch of retarded people they are. They've got these so-called experts that just suck money off because they want to be a Fox News contributor. So they get these idiots like Rod Wheeler, ex-NYPD guy. I mean, being an ex-cop doesn't make you smart. I'm an ex-cop, and I don't claim to be an intellectual. And Rod Wheeler's a fucking idiot. He should open up a school and teach criminals how to get away with crimes. You know, he sits there so proudly, and he informs the rest of the nutcases that are going to follow on after this. Yeah, the members of Congress have absolutely no security whatsoever. I mean, it's just a miracle that the whip was there because he had security. You know, and then he goes on and explains to them, this is what they're going to do to investigate this. They're going to do that. They're going to round up computers. They're going to check his Facebook account. They're going to go into this. They're going to interview his friend. Why don't you shut the fuck up? Nobody needs your little classes. First of all, the good news is he's so stupid that 90% of what he says is wrong. But the fact that Fox puts people like this on is unbelievable. You know, Rand Paul was being interviewed, and the idiot on Fox Morning News, I can't remember the guy's name, he's a dipshit, asked him, says, do you have security? And Rand Paul says something like, well, why would I say that on TV? I mean, but even asking that question, it just shows how disconnected from reality these media people are on all sides. But back to the subject at hand. We have got to, if you patronize or somehow funnel one penny toward anybody that sponsors any of these liberal, nasty-ass news stations, newspapers, magazines, or any of these movies that the shithole Hollywood puts out, then you're part of the problem. We've got to do something. We've got to demand more. Demand that our Secret Service start pushing investigations into these assholes. that threaten our president or threaten political violence. We got to demand it. You know, and we got to demand that Donald Trump start opening up investigations, turn the tables on these assholes, and start investigating the fuck out of these people like Hillary Clinton and all these asshole Fast and Furious Susan Rice. These are the people that have caused this country to turn upside down, and it's not going to end pretty if we don't rein it in. That's my rant for the day. LMS Tactical. I'm out.